Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos, news update. Igbos had traveled and mingled among free nations. No power on earth will stop them from dancing in the rising sun of growing freedom of people, away from the stagnant historical dustbin of nation-statism. That's according to Toko Damoazo, Toko Damoazo, yes, Toko Damoazo, a Fûłani man, saying he believes in Fûłani, not in Nigeria. Said the Igbos are free people. Tinubu allowed them to go. Look at his statement, quote, I believe Igbos should have their Biafra because I find no single positive reason why we must live as one nation while other people closer to us than the Igbo are having separate nations. As a man without colonial mentality, I do not allow colonial hangover to becloud my reason. There is already Biafra. No Hausa or Fûlani dies dream of going to the east for whatever reason. So where is the one Nigeria? Is it not better to make the separation formal so that we can trade freely and even send ambassadors? Can't we see how we relate with Niger Republic, Cameroon, Ghana, Chad, and Benin Republic? We related with some of them for ages, even before we know the Igbo. What is wrong if strangers, Igbos, have their separate nation like our old friends in Niger Republic, Ghana, Chad, etc. do? For 100 years past, we have lived in mutual suspicion and bitterness with these strangers, sometimes leading to carnage. Why must we live as some dead colonial masters wanted us to live? Only truth can solve this problem, not a python, and not a civil war mentality. We, the Hausa Fûlani, are already the victims of this profitless, irrational one Nigeria. Countless Hausa Fûlani people have died like dogs, unmourned, uncompensated for, unavenged. Why must we accept economic blockade and massacres in the name of a fictional arrangement? What is our gain and what is our profit? Northern Muslims have never met with disaster in all of their history that consumes more blood, that destroys livelihood, that poisons the psychic like one Nigeria. I care more for my people than Nigeria. I do not see Nigeria as worth the death and continuous humiliation of my people. We lack everything because of one Nigeria. Our markets are not ours. Our banks are not ours. Our telecommunications business are not ours. Our schools are not ours. Our foreign scholarships are not ours. We have no control over anything except our mouths that we are forced to shut up. We are the poorest in all developmental indices in Africa because we gave up everything to one ungrateful Nigeria. We must resist the false suggestion of greedy thieves posing as our leaders, whose only vision is to own a mansion in Dubai. Neither shall we fall for the error of old men, dreaming of past personal glory. Let us reassess our condition rationally and boldly. Let us define the direction of our own future. Let us choose what we believe is the best for us and our children and fight for it. We and our youth must think for ourselves and give direction to our history. The world has changed and so we must change. We are not less than 90 million in population. We are the largest black nation on earth, even without Nigeria. We must never remain stagnant and blinded by fake arrangement. Colonial nation-states arrangements like Nigeria are fast losing relevance. The world is dealing in regions made up of real mutually compatible groups of people. Every great compatible group of people are striving to be truly represented in regions. Even mutually compatible people wish to directly, without acrimonious hindrance, exploit the opportunity offered by regionally organized globalized world. Each also wish to enrich the world and preserve their common heritage. This is the reason for anti-colonial self-determination struggle across the globe from Europe to Asia and from Australia to Americas. The Igbos had traveled and mingled among free nations. No power on earth will stop them from dancing in the rising sun of growing freedom of people away from the stagnant historical dustbin of nation-statism. They want to face the world on their own terms. We on our part must not continue to be victims of short-sighted local helmsmen who cannot think beyond what those dead imperial masters had ordained by force of arms. If our parents were ruled by them, we must never accept their ghosts to rule us via greedy hosts. 90 million people are by far larger than 60% of individual nations in the world. We will not be the poorest. We will not be the weakest. We will not be isolated. In fact, we will be the biggest in Africa and among the richest. So while all this self-imprisonment in an old moribund, no longer safe and no longer relevant Nigeria, every wise man, when given the choice of saving the house or the family, will certainly choose to save the family. So I choose my people. I want them to be free anywhere in the world, including in Biafra, and I want them to be in control of what is theirs at home. So I choose my people. End of quote. This is the statement of the Mbazua or the Muazu, whatever he said is his name. So, but the point is that he made some salient points here, talking about how the Igbos have mingled and traveled, and have traveled and mingled among free nations. And he said, no power on earth will stop them, the Igbo, from dancing in the rising sun of growing freedom, of people away from the stagnant historical dustbin of nation-statism. And again he said, look, the Igbos want to face the world on their own terms. And that's the point. Yes. So there are other points he made, he noted, and so, but he talked about the strangers. Well, they are the strangers. The Fûłani are the strangers, not the Igbos. The Igbos are not the indigenous people. The strangers we have in Nigeria are the Fûlanis, and they have come to dominate. Okay? So that's why if the southern Nigeria, they know what they're doing, they are supposed to have called for a sovereign national conference. People should pull out from this contraption. Yes, the man is making a point. He said he wants a free state for his own Fûlani people. So, but the point is that the Hausa people and the Fûlani people, the Fûlani have conquered the Hausas for a long time, and otherwise, the Fûlanis, they are strangers in Nigeria. They have no place. They are migrants. They, of course, everywhere they are migrating. The Fûlanis, they are known as migrants everywhere, not just in Nigeria, but everywhere. They don't have home. They stray from one place to the other. That's why people are afraid for them to come to their place to reside, because if they come there, they will not go again. So even in this present age, that migration has ended, yet they are still migrating. If people migrate from one place to the other, they will be seen as people who are not from that location. And they will be given a residency permit. That is how it is. Until they are being granted what they call citizenship. Yes, if they meet the conditions, they will be given citizenship. That's the point. But these Fûlani people, they still believe in those medieval way of migration. They will forcefully take people's land and stay there and say they are from that place. That's not how it is done in the modern world. But they're still doing it. So they are the ones who are strangers. Okay? So, but the point is making this look. Say the Igbos want to face the world on their own terms. On their own terms is very important. Those political diabones in the southeast, can you hear it? That's the point. Freedom, freedom, freedom echoes. Biafra freedom. He said, look, he recognizes Biafra as a free nation. He said, look, he wants Biafra to have their own country, so that their people will have freedom. Because they feel that, the Igbos, the Biafra, the people are dying in the Biafra land. Whereas the Fûlani people who are in the southeast doing kidnappings for ransom, killing people. Alright? And the ESN is chasing them away. And that's what's happening. And so, Biafra is the dream of every man. We must achieve it. It gives us joy to hear about this Biafra, a wonderful country. So that is it. All hands must be on deck. Only Obola should come out this time around. 2024 is taken into the next level of agitation for a sovereign state of Biafra. No going back. We are mobilizing fully. All young people. Those who are sitting on the fence must come in now. Yes, Okwu Agwụla na this contraption. Finish. It is